Yo, what's up, NHL fans out there around the world? Welcome to the NHL Trade Rumors for NHL Trade Deadline Day of February 26, 2018. The one and only Mark Spencer's back here again, folks. No, there hasn't been too many big moves today. There has been one official big deal today. It has been Ian Cole going from the Ottawa Senators to the Columbus Blue Jackets. I learned on a tally that he stayed in Pittsburgh, just worked out, and they worked on a deal to send him from Ottawa to Columbus. So Columbus is going for the playoffs, right? They're in a playoff spot, so it makes sense for Ian Cole. He wanted to go to Columbus. The Ottawa deal for him from Pittsburgh didn't really make much sense, but that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes they make deals that don't make any sense at all, but this deal makes sense. So we'll see what happens. I mean, at the end of the day, you want to make the best deal that makes your team a better team, and and that's what's going to happen here. I think this is a positive move for the Columbus Blue Jackets, and I'm hearing rumors just now from vanck at Hockey Buzz. It looks like Jack Johnson could be going to Anaheim. That's the latest rumor come from Adam Pultson from I guess it's the Columbus Dispatch. There's talk that Jack Johnson might become a Mighty Duck. Don't forget the Ducks lost last night in overtime, actually the shootout, to the Edmonton Oilers. That's a huge loss. They're trying to make the playoffs, so them and the Kings. It's gonna be pretty serious today. I think the Kings and the Ducks will be making some big trades today. I believe the Los Angeles Kings, from last I've heard, I was checking out some other rumors around that the vanck is on the top of their food chain. I think he's the player they want to get. There's even Jarome Iginla. I hear Brian Gionta has signed with the Bruins. They've acquired Rick Nash in a blockbuster yesterday with the Rangers for Spooner, Bolesky, a few young players, and some draft picks. So I think it was a pretty big deal for Rick Nash. I mean, he's pretty much a rental. But Boston are all in. We have Cam Neely running the team. You have Don Sweeney there. And you have a pretty good team. Leadership's still there. Chara, Marchand, and Krejci, and all those veterans that are still there from when they last won the Cup with Claude Julien. So, we'll see what happens with Boston. I don't know what they'll do in the playoffs, but I think they will do good in the playoffs. They're a tough team to play against. Don't get me wrong. Anything's possible in the National Hockey League. So sometimes you got to get lucky. And I feel if you make the right move at the right time, you'll do good in the playoffs. Sometimes these trades don't work out. Sometimes they do work out. And I feel for it to work out today, you just got to put your best foot forward. And at the end of the day, if you make the right move at the right time, good things are going to happen for you. So it takes a team to win a championship. And I got some good news. Looks like Mike Fisher is going back to the Nashville Predators. Signs a one-year deal to take another run at the Stanley Cup. The former captain probably get back his seat to take another run with this team to go back to the Stanley Cup. That's where they were last year against Pittsburgh. We'll see. I don't know what Nashville is going to do in the playoffs. I don't think they're going to go too far this year's playoffs. Vegas are tough. They're going to be real tough. Winnipeg are tough, but I think they'll be out in the first round. Same thing with Maple Leafs. Watch out for Colorado. I think if they can get Max Pacioretty, they'll definitely bust. I think they will make the playoffs. I think Calgary will come up short. Same thing with LA. Same thing with the Ducks. I really think Colorado is their year. I think them and New Jersey might repeat in the Stanley Cup for the first time since 2001. So I wouldn't be surprised if a move like that were to go down. Max Pacioretty going to Colorado would be an interesting deal. The prospects that Colorado have, they got some good ones. In my book, it would be a pretty interesting deal. I think at the end of the day, if you want to make a positive trade, that right there would be a positive trade. And we'll see what happens. Vancouver Canuck fans, I mean, you want to see a big deal today for vanck. From what I'm hearing, vanck will get moved today. I just don't know when. Right now it's 8:23. We're getting ever closer to the trade deadline, and we don't hear nothing. Last night there was some talk that he might get moved to a big name team out east. There's a chance he might go to his old team out west, and that team, really think they're going to acquire him, but we'll see what happens. And that team is the Minnesota Wild. I wouldn't rule them out. I wouldn't rule out the St. Louis Blues. There's some teams out there. He's even the Pittsburgh Penguins that might take a run at vanck, because if they don't get Evander Kane, if they don't get Max Pacioretty, I think Thomas Vanek would be a smart choice for the Pittsburgh Penguins. They've already done a deal with the Pittsburgh Penguins, Vancouver Canucks, when they acquired Pouliot for Padan and I think a few picks. So I mean, this will be a positive move for Vancouver. They can get a second rounder, maybe in a first round pick, a first and a second for Thomas Vanek from the Pittsburgh Penguins, because they're absolutely in. They're serious about trying to win another cup, make it a three-peat. So anything's possible, especially in the cap era. Teams are trying to go for it. The Carolina Hurricanes, I'm hearing they're trying to make the playoffs too. So they're going to be buyers. They won't be sellers. The new owner of the team is committed to winning this year. Don't be surprised to see them probably make a splash today. The San Jose Sharks are in on Karlsson in Ottawa. From what I'm hearing, there's a late rumor that the New York Rangers or crazily looked like they were interested in Karlsson. If Karlsson doesn't get traded today, I could see him get traded at the draft. So we'll see what happens. But I know he'll be traded today. We'll just have to see what team he goes to. Don't be surprised it's with the San Jose Sharks or the Edmonton Oilers. Him and Bobby Ryan would be a good fit there. Even though they're out of the playoffs, he'd be a good fit for both of these players going forward. For one, Edmonton will get that puck-moving defenseman they always wanted. And with Bobby Ryan, they got a power forward that has scored 30-plus goals in this league before. He's a former second overall pick in the 2005 draft, right behind Sidney Crosby. Here's a guy that has the ability to take his game to the next level when the pressure's on. There's even talk the Ducks might take a run at Bobby Ryan. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they get Jack Johnson first. Let's see if they're going to do anything. I don't know if they will do anything, but the latest I'm hearing, they might do something. Edmonton, I think, will be busy today. I believe Calgary are trying to do a deal to get a goalie. Ben Scrivens would be a good pickup. I don't know if he's hurt or anything, but he'd be a good goalie to put in there until Mike Smith gets healthy. I think that would be a smart signing. He'd be a good move. Another former Calgary Flame. How about Jarome Iginla? I thought he was going to Boston. Latest I heard, he was going to Boston. So I don't know what's happened. So maybe Iginla might be the player they acquire just before the waiver deadline hits. But I think it's before the trade deadline ends, I guess. I guess by 3 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Pacific, Iginla can sign. So I think Calgary should reacquire one of the greatest leaders they've ever had. One of the greatest Calgary Flames there ever was, like Theo Fleury and Jarome Iginla. I mean, that guy's the man. He is Mr. Flame, man. If there's one guy that I think the Calgary Flames should at least make it happen, sign today, it has to be Jarome Iginla. I mean, Jarome Iginla, for me, he's a Flame, man. I mean, he almost won him a Stanley Cup in 2004. Why not bring him back? He might be an old-timer now. He's 40, but he could still get out there and score a pile of goals for you. He'll bring that leadership for the third line or fourth line, whatever depth issues you have. He's a leader in the dressing room, the community. Everybody in Calgary loves Jarome Iginla. If they could bring him back for a playoff run, make the playoffs, and see what happens, Jarome Iginla could be that player they get at the deadline, like a Butch Gordon years ago. One of the greatest Flame of all time. Like up there with Joe Newendike, of course, Theo Fleury, and countless others, Lanny McDonald, Mike Vernon, But like I say, Jarome Iginla, he leads the team all-time records, the points, goals, games played. I mean, countless things that Jarome Iginla has done for the Calgary Flames in their history. I think personally, they should go get Jarome Iginla. I think that would be a good move. And sometimes you got to take some chances, and I think that's a chance they should take. They should go get him, no doubt about it. And with the Tampa Bay Lightning, The latest is they are trying to get a defenseman, and the name is Erik Karlsson, and there's even talk of Ryan McDonough. I wouldn't be surprised if they get either or. I think they'll get McDonough. They don't have to give up too much to get McDonough. They don't want to give up Sergachev or any players on the roster. So I guarantee you the New York Rangers and the Tampa Bay Lightning will pull off a blockbuster deal involving McDonough and some prospects that Tampa Bay have in their system. So we'll see what happens. That's what I'm hearing, and we'll see if they get it done. We'll see what happens. So, folks, thanks for watching this NHL trade rumors update for February 26, 2018. I hope to have some more news, maybe before the deadline or after the deadline. We'll do a review and see what moves did go down. Thanks for watching, folks. It's good to be back. You know, YouTube is still a good place to put good information out there. You know, over the years, I've done these videos since 2007. It's been 11 years I've been doing YouTube videos, and it never gets old for me. You know, heck, man, I'm 35, almost 36, and I'm still doing YouTube videos. And that's something. I could still be a star on YouTube. There's so many stars all over the world that make videos, doesn't matter where. Any time of the day, they're on the street, they're going wherever. So many things have changed in the world. Now you got new presidents. You got Donald Trump. You got Pierre Trudeau's son, Justin Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada. You got Theresa May in England. You know, you got different leaders. You know, there's a lot of changes that are happening around the world. But at the end of the day, lots have changed. But the internet hasn't changed. We're still here. We're still making videos that we love to do. Just like the NHL trade deadline, the NBA trade deadline, or any type of deadline, it's still cool. You know, as a fan around the world, we love these things. They're pretty entertaining. You know, it's cool. It really is. And I gotta give to Black Panther. I gotta give some props to it. It's done amazing. One of the greatest movies ever made in terms of making money. You know, it's a good movie. I don't think it's the greatest movie, but it did pretty good. I guess moviegoers really love that movie. So I guess they probably will do a sequel. So that's what latest I'm hearing is they probably will do a sequel. We might get some big names in it too. So anything's possible. That's why Infinity War is an important movie to watch come April, I guess, whenever it comes out. So thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you in the next NHL trade rumors or NHL trade deadline review. Enjoy the moves today. Peace.